Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, March 10th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am nurtured by my flow. And today, full moon over mode. After full moons, I usually am just like knocked out, zonked out. And I hadn't hit that knocked out, zonked out point until tonight. And I was like, oh, I'm going to give myself a break. I'm going to just write up the horoscope. And then I look at the astro, and Luce agrees. And I look at the astro, and I'm like, okay, wait, no. Saturn's at 29 degrees. I should say something. And then I was like, oh, no. Mercury is going direct. I should say something. So, me and Luce have much to say. So, first off, happy Mercury direct. As of just a few minutes ago of this recording, Mercury has gone direct in the sign of Aquarius. So, we've had Mercury retrograde since February 16th, and we've been in a shadow period since a little bit before then. So, this is our third pass over the lessons. With Mercury finishing up in Aquarius the next few days, be very aware of the vibrational energy that you're maintaining and that you are connecting to. And that goes hand in hand with what I'm feeling with Saturn at 29 degrees in Capricorn. Now, the 29th degree, it really wants to push the lessons. So our lessons from like the last 2.5 years of Saturn and Capricorn may be coming to a head. So there's the lesson of authority. There's the lesson of purpose. But what I got a vision of when I was looking at the astro, was the penguin and the eagle. I don't know if this story is accurate and these are the birds, but these are the birds that popped into my head. Basically, an eagle that had been raised by penguins. And it's like, I'm a penguin. I can swim and I can dive in the water and catch a fish. And then one day the eagle sees, an eagle flying over and is like, oh my gosh, it's an eagle. That's wonderful. I wish I could do something like that. And, this desire awakens within the eagle. And then one day the eagle's like, or told by some other bird, maybe an emperor penguin, who knows, a smart, brilliant bird. Silly eagle, you are not a penguin, you are an eagle. This, to me, is what... Let's make all these connections. This, to me, is what Saturn at this 29 degree is. It's so easy to go with the herd. It's so easy to follow the authority. Like the eagle had basically given over its power, given over its authority to the other penguins that it grew up with. And yet it had this desire to spread its wings and fly. Where is that within you? I believe our desires and our purposes are deeply entwined. And so often we will forget those desires for what is practical. We will forget those desires to live under somebody else's authority, or conditioning even. The conditioning card comes to mind. So this is time to be really aware of that. And it goes hand in hand with one of the biggest lessons that we're really going to be working on with the Aquarius energy, which Mercury direct in Aquarius is leading us. What is the vibration that matches? Because if that eagle tuned in, like, yeah, while I can hang out with these penguins and we can make this work, we're not at the same vibration. So noticing the vibrational energy in these energies that you are connecting to, that is going to be very important. So just be aware of that. We have Saturn at this 29th degree for about 11 days until it shifts into Aquarius, and then we get a whole other set of karmic lessons to move through. But be very aware of this, and we will continue to go through it. And Luce really agrees that this is very important. Besides that, we have an overall quiet astro day. We have the moon shifting into Libra around 3 a.m. Pacific time. Before that, the moon in Virgo will connect with Saturn. So it's like just focusing on what your individual purpose is, what your lesson is. And then that moon in Libra is like, all right, hold up. It's time. Oh, lighting is hard. It's time to find some balance. It's time to integrate these lessons between the moon, between Mercury being retrograde, now going direct, and Saturn at this 29-degree. Balance, integration, inner harmonizing. How are you being guided in your individual flow at this time? Really tuning into that, letting that center and balance and harmonize you. One of the major lessons of Libra is that we often will seek to harmonize outside of ourselves, but often when we seek to harmonize outside of ourselves, there's some kind of war going on inside where we have not sought to harmonize that energy. So feel within, where do you need to harmonize yourself? Are you harmonizing with the penguins, or are you harmonizing with your fellow eagles? And that can apply to many birds or many animals. Speaking of birds, understanding, giving yourself a break with all of this integration and all of these lessons that we've got going on this year. Give yourself a break. Be understanding. So, just that for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have the power. Namaste.